July 7, 1943. Kursk Salient, Soviet Union. SS-Obersturmführer Michael Wittmann is commanding a single Tiger the heavy tank when he spots a British armored column advancing through the village of Villers-Bocage. 25 tanks, 28 armored vehicles, hundreds of infantry. The entire 7th Armoured Division's vanguard. Wittmann has one tank, 5-man crew, 56 rounds of ammunition. In the next 15 minutes, he's going to destroy or disable 21 vehicles and stop the British advance cold. This is the story of how one Tiger tank fought an entire armored division to a standstill, and why the Tiger I was the most feared tank of World War II. June 1944. The Normandy invasion is 72 hours old. British and Canadian forces are pushing inland from the beaches, trying to capture Caen and break out into open country before German reinforcements arrive. The 7th Armoured Division, the famed Desert Rats, who fought Rommel in North Africa, are spearheading the advance. Their objective: capture Villers-Bocage, a strategic crossroads town that controls the routes to Caen. On the morning of June 13th, the division's lead elements, a squadron of the 4th County of London Yeomanry, plus motorized infantry, enter Villers-Bocage unopposed. The British think they've achieved a breakthrough. The road to Caen is open. They're wrong. SS Panzerabteilung 101, a heavy tank battalion equipped with Tiger I tanks, is moving toward Villers-Bocage from the east. Wittmann's company reaches the outskirts of town just as the British column is passing through. Wittmann sees the situation immediately. The British are strung out along a single road. Tanks, half-tracks, supply trucks, all bunched up in a column formation. They're not expecting contact. Crews are unbuttoned, hatches open, sitting on top of their vehicles. This is a perfect ambush. Wittmann orders his driver forward. The Tiger I emerges from a concealed position on high ground overlooking the road. Range to the column, 200 meters. The Tiger I is 60 tons of German engineering, 8-inch frontal armor. The 88mm KWK-36 gun derived from the legendary Flak 88 anti-aircraft gun. It can penetrate any Allied tank in service. The British tanks are Cromwells. Fast, reliable, but lightly armored. Frontal armor, 3 inches. The 88mm can punch through that at 2,000 meters. Wittmann's gunner, SS Rottenführer Balthasar Woll, acquires the lead Cromwell in his optics. The range is point blank. He fires. The armor-piercing round exits the barrel at 2,600 feet per second. It impacts the Cromwell's front glacis, penetrates completely, and explodes inside the crew compartment. The tank erupts in flames. The turret lifts off its ring from internal overpressure and lands upside down on the ground. Wittmann orders his driver forward and to the right, positioning to engage the next tank in line. Second Cromwell, same result. Penetration, internal explosion, catastrophic kill. The British column is now in chaos. Nobody knows where the firing is coming from. Crews are bailing out of vehicles, running for cover. Some tanks try to traverse their turrets, but the Tiger is moving, repositioning between shots. Third tank, fourth, fifth. Wittmann is methodically working his way down the column, destroying each vehicle with a single shot. His loader, SS Stürmann Heinrich Reimers, is pulling 88mm rounds from the ready rack and slamming them into the breech as fast as Woll can fire. Reload time, 6 seconds. The Tiger's semi-automatic breech ejects the spent casing. The loader inserts the new round. The breech closes automatically. Woll re-aims. Fires. 6th kill. A half-track full of infantry. The 88mm high-explosive round detonates in the passenger compartment. Survivors scatter into the buildings. The British are trying to respond, but they're at a catastrophic disadvantage. The Tiger has superior armor, superior gun, superior positioning, and Wittmann is an expert. He's been commanding tanks since 1940, fought in Poland, France, Russia. He knows exactly how to exploit his advantages. 7th kill. 8th. A Firefly, the one British tank that can penetrate a Tiger's frontal armor, tries to engage. The Firefly's 17-pounder gun is powerful, but the gunner is rushed. Panicked, his shot goes wide. Woll fires back. The Firefly explodes. 9 minutes into the engagement, Wittmann has destroyed 12 vehicles. The British column is immobilized. Burning tanks block the road. Infantry are pinned down in buildings. The advance has completely stalled. Now Wittmann does something audacious. He drives his Tiger directly into Villers-Bocage, into the town itself, hunting for more targets. This is insane. Tank fighting in urban terrain is suicidal. Buildings provide cover for infantry with anti-tank weapons. Alleys and streets limit mobility. One lucky shot from a hidden position can disable even a Tiger. But Wittmann knows the British are disorganized. He's gambling they won't have time to set up proper anti-tank defenses. He's right. The Tiger rumbles down the main street, cannon traversing, searching for targets. British soldiers dive into buildings. Some fire small arms uselessly against the armor. Wittmann spots 4 Cromwells parked in the town square. They're facing the wrong direction, crews still mounting up, trying to respond to the chaos. Woll engages from 100 meters. 4 shots, 4 kills. The square is now blocked by burning wrecks. A Sherman Firefly appears from a side street. This is the threat. The 17-pounder can kill a Tiger at this range. But Wittmann's driver reacts faster. The Tiger pivots, presenting its frontal armor. Woll fires first. The Fireflies hit in the turret ring, turret jams. The crew bails out. That's 17 kills. Wittmann is running low on ammunition. Time to withdraw before British reinforcements arrive. He orders his driver to reverse out of town. The Tiger backs down the street at 10 miles per hour, cannon still covering the approaches. No one pursues. Wittmann repositions on the high ground east of Villers-Bocage and waits. If the British try to continue their advance, he'll engage again. They don't. The 7th Armoured Division's lead elements have been shattered. 21 vehicles destroyed or disabled by a single tank. The commanding officer orders a halt and calls for air support. By the time the RAF arrives, Wittmann has withdrawn. His Tiger suffered no damage. Not a single hit. The British eventually take Villers-Bocage, but the delay costs them the breakthrough. German reinforcements arrive, establish defensive positions, and the front line stabilizes. The battle for Caen drags on for another 6 weeks. Here's why this engagement matters. The Tiger was Germany's answer to Soviet heavy tanks on the Eastern Front. It was over-engineered, expensive, difficult to maintain, and produced in limited numbers. But when used correctly by an experienced crew, it was devastatingly effective. The 88mm gun could destroy any Allied tank at ranges where Allied guns couldn't penetrate the Tiger's armor. In a one-on-one engagement at 1,500 meters, the Tiger won every time. The problem was Germany couldn't build enough of them. Total Tiger were in production 1,347 tanks. Compare that to 50,000 Sherman tanks produced by the United States. The Allies' solution was numerical superiority. Send 5 Shermans against 1 Tiger. 4 get destroyed, but the 5th gets a side or rear shot and kills the Tiger. This worked, but it required accepting heavy losses. American tank crews called it the 5-to-1 rule. You needed 5 Shermans to kill 1 Tiger, and 4 of your tanks were going to burn. Michael Wittmann became Germany's top tank ace, credited with 138 tank kills. He was awarded the Knight's Cross with oak leaves. German propaganda turned him into a hero, the unstoppable tank commander. He died on August 8, 1944, near Caen. His Tiger was destroyed by either a Sherman Firefly or a British rocket-firing Typhoon. Accounts differ. Wittmann and his entire crew were killed instantly. The Tiger Wyme at Villers-Bocage, turret number 205, survived the war. It was captured by British forces, evaluated, and eventually scrapped. But the legend of that 15-minute engagement endures. One tank, one crew, stopping an entire armored division. Because sometimes the most powerful weapon isn't the fastest or the most numerous. Sometimes it's the one that makes the enemy afraid to advance.